Hey everyone, and welcome to my fourth discussion board for this semester. So for this discussion board, we're talking about the four aircraft that I had brought up in my third discussion board. The four aircraft, that I had brought up last time were the new Pilatus PC-12 November Golf, the Citation XLS Plus, the 2002 TBM 700 Bravo, and the 1984 Learjet 25 Delta. So those are four pretty good aircraft, I'd say. That'll give us a lot of flexibility in the future. But we'll go ahead and talk about kind of the importance of each one and what's going into the decision-making process here. So first of all, the selection matrix that we're using, pretty useful tool here. Just got all four in front of me, and we're kind of just looking at individual values for different categories. So, for example, we have purchase price, age, cabin volume, wing loading, payload, and even maintenance cost per hour. And these are all assigned a weight factor that is kind of multiplied by an item score based on what value is associated with that category. So for purchase price, you say it's cost $500,000, and that's an item score of 10 with a max of 12 and a minimum of 1. So the more expensive it would be, the less, the lower the item score, essentially. So for purchase price, we have 3, age 2, cabin volume 1, and the list goes on. We can look at that later. But during the interviews, we kind of decided that the initial cost is going to be really important, how long we're going to be paying it off. As well as comfortability with the age of the aircraft, and but most importantly, it seemed that we valued flexibility with range with max payload as well as payload with max fuel. So really focusing on flexibility with the aircraft here, it seems. The factor value, that's going to be what kind of decides which aircraft is going to be the most valuable to our specific weight factors here. So the higher the better, the higher score the better. And that's basically just how you calculate that. It's the weight factor times that item score I mentioned equals our factor value. So first off, here's our factor value scores. We got the Pilatus, the Citation, the TBM, and the Learjet all right next to each other. You can kind of see all of the values here. I won't go through all of them, but the purchase price, obviously the Citation XLS Plus is going to be the lowest with a overall price of $13,050,000. And the Learjet is going to be the lowest with only $340,000. But, when it comes all the way down to it, the Citation XLS scored a 90 overall, which still isn't bad. Still the highest out of the right three here, whereas the Learjet only scored 85. Overall, the Pilatus PC-12 did score the best with a score of 108. Most of its points came from this DOC hour with over a 300 nautical mile trip, as well as the initial purchase price and the maintenance cost per hour. Overall, that and the TBM are the cheapest ones to operate in regards to maintenance. It has the second longest range. It also has an equal amount of payload with max fuel with the Learjet. So you can kind of see where the weight factor is coming to play with how much flexibility we wanted in this aircraft. So even though it did not score the most in cabin volume compared to the Citation XLS Plus, it is still better than the TBM and the Learjet. So even though we're focusing on flexibility, we're still not sacrificing too much here on comfort and just overall, comfort of the aircraft. So it may seem like a little bit of a compromise, but overall it seems like it's not too bad. So right now it's the Pilatus PC-12 that we're looking at. So I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to hearing your decision. Thanks.